No, we've had 2 decent attempts at maximum, but that's the Reading play.
火箭如果超分后愿意使出炫技干法，那小特大概率就要靠边站了。本场比赛就是火箭一场极其尽情的表演秀，可以说是使出了浑身解数，干法走位和左右开弓只不过是开胃小菜。这是2011年斯诺克世锦赛，火箭与太空人在首轮相遇，但从称号上来看，这个太空人好像是和火箭差不多级别的选手。然而现实情况是，奥沙利文对上戴尔几乎未尝败绩，算是霍师傅和宾汉姆等火箭专属背景板的前辈了。
As we've seen in the previous frame.
13.
2011年的火箭36岁，正处于职业生涯的巅峰期，精力和体力都无比充沛。同样，他的个性也十分突出，超分后经常会打出一些极其精彩的击球。而本场面对老派背景板的戴尔火箭，也是彻底性情了起来。
24.
He's reluctant to play for the black because of the.
现在台面仅剩一颗简单的红球，接下来肯定要调整炸球角度，而也就是火箭接下来的操作，彻底点燃了克鲁斯堡。
31.
Now watch this shot with the left hand.
左手的打带配，这一杆击球让现场解说笑了出来。除了火箭，斯诺克100年历史上没有任何一个球员可以像他一样左右开弓。或许他曾经说过自己左手一样可以打入前16，真的不是吹牛。该说不说，本场裁判摆球速度确实一般，对比老杨或者塔布差了很多，这就很大程度上影响了火箭的速度。从侧面能看出，直裁火箭的比赛并不简单，尤其是状态惊人的火箭。
And of course, like all great players, he makes it look so easy when he's out. Never seems to hit the or have to hit the ball too hard to generate the take.
现在比赛胜利大概率不会出现意外了，重点是在左右库边的红球，左侧这颗难度稍微小一些。而在上半台右侧库边的红球，不只是靠近库边，同时绿球也是障碍。正常来说，这2颗球应该就不需要处理。然而性情起来的火箭，在面对这种难度球时也是非常兴奋，好不容易等到的装杯机会，他是不可能放过的。
It is over now. Very unlucky, Dominic, to go into the middle pocket.
场下的戴尔十分认真仔细地看着火箭。作为比753杰还年长的老牌斯诺克选手，戴尔职业生涯的成绩单并不出色，虽有过排名赛冠军，但含金量并不算高。而这也是大多数斯诺克运动员的现状，真正可以出人头地的只有前面16个选手。而这就是狼性运动的残忍面貌，有实力就吃肉，没实力就连喝口汤都是奢望。
77.
It's still a red. That might be the difference between Ronnie making a century break. How he's not made one in this session so far, I don't know. We've had 2 decent attempts at maximum, but that's the Reading play.
几乎没怎么反应，火箭趴下就是一杆弧线 K 球，效果已经不能用完美来形容了。而接下来彻底没有顾虑的火箭也开始了玩耍，左右开弓让戴尔苦不堪言。这个精彩阶段真的细节满满，左右手换着打压根就没有顿挫感。而最后的3颗高分值彩球，霍老师也是彻底嗨了起。
Never forget the paying publicational stuff.
95. 98. 103.
Absolutely superb. Terrific round of applause for the Rockets' first century of this year's World Championship, the 10th of the tournament. The record is 83 centuries. I don't know if that'll be beaten this year, but if he keeps playing like that, he's going to make quite a few of them. Left-handed right.
这绝对是火箭最嚣张的一次，连续5颗彩球打进同一个袋口，其实也不为别的，就纯粹是懒得走路。顺便再炫一下控球。
My mother's never proud.
Oh, Nancy, your mom thought you were a genius. She never misses. I hope you're well, Nancy.
71.
This has been another classic break from O'Sullivan. It really has.
76.
And both players making it look very, very simple. If only they know how difficult this game was.
82.
Just doesn't get better than this. left-handed. This one's with his right hand, right into the heart of the pocket.
硬邦邦的准度，并且顺利衔接到黑球，实力带来的自信让火箭满脸嚣张。这是2010年大师赛，火箭与塞尔比又在决赛相遇。上一年的大师赛就是两人争夺冠军，火箭最终以10比8击败塞尔比，成功夺冠。这一次塞尔比卷土重来，两人依旧杀得难解难分。此时火箭仅仅领先一局，但随着这杆长台上手，相信塞尔比很难再有上手的机会了。
14. 15.
此时台坛在753节的统治之中，
亨德利虽然还没有退役，但是对753节来讲已经没有什么威胁。而塞尔比则是属于异军突起的新秀，他比火箭小8岁，自1999年转入职业以后默默无闻，直到8年后才迎来爆发。2007年世锦赛，塞尔比以资格赛选手身份闯进世锦赛决赛，瞬间一鸣惊人，并且在2008年首度参加大师赛就成功夺冠，自此才在台坛闯出名号。不过在2009年大师赛上，火箭以10比8击败了这个卫冕冠军，但不得不承认，塞尔比的时代也即将到来，因为在这一次大师赛上，火箭已经占据了绝对优势，但最终还是被塞尔比连下4局拿下比赛。熟悉斯诺克的球迷都知道，塞尔比有一套大满贯是在火箭手里拿到的，这次击败火箭夺冠就是在火箭手里拿到的第一个3大赛冠军。
Safety shot that Mark was trying to play and just made contact with the black, and the way the game has been, he was only 41 behind at the time, and of course if that had gone right, he may have.
塞尔比盯着场上的火箭，如果再输一次，那就连续2年败给火箭了。不过结果大家也知道了，塞尔比最终击败了火箭。其实有很多球迷给火箭开脱，说火箭输给塞尔比的原因是因为太困，因为最后几局火箭的状态有点迷离，几乎都是半睡半醒的状态。那么大家觉得是这样吗
52.
Probably try and bring the red out here with this shot.
Missed the pink though. Dennis Timmins should have got the pink out as well.
连续的神仙球，这种状态的火箭，塞尔比真不好战胜。或许真像球迷所说的，火箭就是单纯的困，因为没有精神导致输了比赛。接下来就到了火箭最嚣张的时刻，为了少走几步路，6颗彩球中有5颗都是打左侧顶带，赤裸裸的炫技。
It's must be nice to have a genius as a son, isn't it? Well, my mother was never proud.
Oh, Nancy, your mom, she never misses. I hope you're well, Nancy.
71.
This has been another classic break from O'Sullivan.
76.
And both players making it look very, very simple. If only they knew how difficult this game was.
82.
Just didn't get better than this.
Well, it started with a 41. He broke it.
火箭的中带究竟有多变态？吉尔在台下一脸自责的表情，确实有点大意了。他这杆防守，如果是防别人或许够用，但